Please use me as a conduit of light to deliver this message to whoever needs to hear it. And right away, oh, there's 4 there. I guess I'll take them all. Right away before I turned the camera on, I was shuffling and this came out. And it says, love without self-abandonment. Real love doesn't ask you to disappear. Stay present, stay whole, and still be loved. And wow. You know what Spirit brought to me immediately? I was thinking, what exactly does it mean to self-abandon yourself when you love? And I remember being in a situation where I was trying to save that person. I love them so much. I was doing everything I could to be the best version of me. I was really working on myself to try to save them. And I finally had to realize, I started feeling depressed. I had to realize I was losing myself trying to save this person who didn't even want to save themselves. And so, wow, love without self-abandonment means whoever just came to this reading has done significant healing work on themselves. They've really gone deep. They really had a lot of growth. Kite. This says kite vacation. Maybe so much so that you need a little vacation. You need a little respite. You need to slow down a bit. Period of prosperity and abundance. Successful outcome to your problems. And getting together with friends. I love this. Because it's saying, you know what? You've done a lot of work on yourself. It's time to kind of slow down a little. Maybe take a vacation. Be with friends. You know, there's success on the other side of this. There's always dharma. Everybody talks about karma all the time, but nobody ever really talks about dharma. And guess what? There's good-hearted people out there walking with integrity, sleeping soundly at night, knowing that they show up in this world as their most highest version of who they can be in that moment. They're choosing a high frequency. They're choosing to smile at the stranger. You know, they're choosing to show up with their hearts open. And there is dharma. There is that good karma that comes back to those people. And now is that time for a lot of people who did this work. Whoever's done this work, you know what? It's your time to be abundant in all aspects. Not just financially, but in your relationships too, with friends. And even if you're single, you know, be patient. Be patient. The more you focus on yourself and self-sourcing that love, the more you are receptive to bringing more of a vibrational match, things that are a vibrational match to that into your life. Ooh. Web of connection. Weave your connections thoughtfully, creating a supportive web that uplifts your personal and professional journeys. Just validating what I just said. Get close to people. Get close. Find some friends that are resonating. I feel like it's time that a lot of us have done that healing work, and it's time for us to find each other. I believe in divine timing in all aspects of everything. I see how my life was interconnected in all the little ways. Even things that were seemingly pointless, they weren't. They weren't pointless at all. And you don't really realize the significance until years later, sometimes decades. Desert of isolation. Traverse the desolate spaces of solitude to uncover reflections and resilient survival. Yeah. Take that vacation. Have some time off. Time where you're going inward. Time where you're doing things that fill your cup. Not just because you need that to do that to make money. Prioritize your self-care. And self-care isn't a binge or an escape. Self-care is, I know this is good for me. I know this will raise my frequency. You can ask yourself those questions if you're not sure. you've really reached a certain stage on your journey where, you know, we've reached the light at the end of the tunnel. I think I said that in one of my other readings, but we really have. Those of us who aren't sitting in fear and looping in cycles, it's time for that Dharma to come through. Owl Spirit, Soul Search, access your intuition and trust your instincts as you seek deeper understanding. Which just goes into that isolation, that focusing on yourself, that going inward so you can connect to the highest version of you. Because that's the version that's going to attract everything that you desire. And you will have more clarity in what you desire through spending time with you in isolation or with like-minded individuals. In a space that feels more like freedom instead of working in prison, right? Or the Matrix. And that's gonna unfold. That's gonna really unfold in a beautiful way. The abundance is there. And it's just like, if you realize abundance is your frequency, like you have so much more power over your life and how you feel and joy and money and relationships and just everything than you realize. Yes, there is divine timing in some cases, but in the same breath, when you dig deep and choose to do that healing work, oh my gosh, that can raise your frequency. Like, you can jump timelines. Like, you're just so powerful and infinite. Like, you don't even realize until you do. You get these glimpses, right? Okay, what came out? Dealings with or relationship with a man with blonde, gray, or white hair. Interesting. Someone you know is undependable and insincere. That's what it's saying. Somebody here is dealing with somebody who's insincere. And if you're in your isolation and you're more focused on being with your like-minded individuals or in your own space, filling your own cup, this, when it comes in, should be an easy thing to kind of nudge away. I mean, we've done this growth, guys. We've done this growth. So when something comes in and it's not matching you frequency-wise, it's gonna be easy to get the ick. Like, no thank you. You know what I mean? So whoever that's for, I feel like that's a little bit of a warning. So somebody who normally follows my main page that I had initially made, I've had for years. This is my new page that I just created recently. But if you follow my old page, yeah, you'll know that sometimes Spirit will bring through messages for people who watch me a lot over the years, and they watch most of the videos that I post. So just beware. If somebody comes in, use your discernment, really tap in, really ask yourself, really sit with things before you respond or before you act or before you make a big decision about something. But if you're more focused on you, which is what you've been doing, then you're going to be more in alignment with the highest version right now. I really keep seeing that. And every time I tap into the collective energy or even reflect in my own individual experience, I'm seeing a lot of like more going inward, self-empowerment in the most humblest of ways, though. It's just like, wow, like we're really getting to that point where we can regularly, our default mode can be connected to spirit. It can be like, I feel like I'm flowing through life connected to spirit, you know, and I'm making decisions from that space. And I feel empowered because of that. And you know what? If something comes into my life and it doesn't add to that joy, it doesn't add to that love, it doesn't add to that experience, then I'm not interested. Because if my solitude will raise my frequency more than whatever this thing is, then why would I sacrifice in a way which is what we do a lot of the time. We self-sacrifice so much. We just sell our souls all the time, not realizing that filling our own cup is inadvertently filling it's that ripple effect. You're emanating that high frequency out, and you just don't even realize how powerful that is. Everybody sees things on such a physical, linear level, and it's so much deeper than that. It's all energy. So yeah, guys, let's leave out on one more of the forest spirits. I just love these cards. And it's because I love animals and the forest. Ooh. Fast moves. Gather your resources to navigate different conditions and find creative solutions. I think what this is once that information comes in, when you get quiet and go inward and Spirit's giving you all these downloads, you're going to be able to be put in a position to make some moves. And these moves are for you. This is the abundance coming in. This is what you asked for. This is what you've been waiting for. This is what you've been like, are you serious? How much longer do I have to go through this? How many more dark nights of the soul do I have to endure before some dharma comes into my life? And I think that once you get quiet, once you start taking care of yourself, like in overtime right now, because the energies are crazy, there's an earth facing coronal hole and tons of energy coming towards us right now, and things are moving fast. So once you get quiet and you hear Spirit and those intuitive hits come in, things are going to go fast, and whatever it is that is meant to come to you is going to, and it is divine timing. Now's the divine time. So yeah, guys, I love this. I love this for you, and I will see you on the next one. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching that video. Please like, comment, and subscribe to help your girl with the algorithm. Any donations are so appreciated. You're not just helping the channel, you're helping a single mom of 4. Also, I'm starting some new channels. I'm going to link those below for you guys if you want to check them out. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you on the next one. Right now, Spirit.